What is up? What is good? Howdy, everybody. So I just finished a job, and I'm just gonna get going on this because if someone wants to watch this video later, I don't want there to be a whole bunch of dead space until people start coming in. But I had a task grab an IKEA job for tomorrow, and this is one where you got to kind of weigh out, like, is this going to be worth it? Is this client worth the headache, worth the discussion? So let me break it down for you guys like this, okay? Excuse me. Internally with TaskRabbit, they have this thing where you can only really get one hire at a time for a given slot, right? So this person, for furniture assembly, I was hired for tomorrow at 4 p.m. For like a 3-hour window, which meant that from 4 p.m. until 7 p.m. my availability was closed off without me doing anything about it. Yo, what's up, dog? So doing that, what happens is it's still technically open because it hasn't been confirmed, but it's just hanging there. So early this morning, this person hit. I got the. How am I today? I'm chilling, just leaving work. So what happens is that's hanging there, right? And it was hired at I was hired at fucking 8 in the morning for this job tomorrow afternoon. And I'm like, dude, really? Come on, man. Like, this is ridiculous. And the reason why I thought it was ridiculous is because I kept trying to, talk to the people. I kept trying to message the person, 8 times damn near. I messaged him, hey, what's going on? 20 minutes would go by, hey, blah, 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 blah. I would kind of go into it, every 20 minutes. And it got to the point where it's I'm going to give you a call, and if I don't hear from you, I'm going to have to forfeit the task. Call the number, and it's a lady, even though the name was a dude. I guess, the account was the guy, but the phone number was the wife or whatever. Wife answers the phone, and I'm like, hey, what's that? So I'm Base Valor with TaskRabbit, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, oh, yeah, sorry, I couldn't get back to you. I was just really busy today. And I'm like, just so you know, I couldn't get any other work because, I was about to forfeit. She's like, oh, well, why would you forfeit? And I explained to her that my schedule was closed off. I'm waiting for other clients. And, I want to be able to get hired. And I can't get hired if her thing's stuck open on my schedule. And so I needed to kind of discuss the job with her before I would go out and do it. She's like, oh, I thought I'd just hire you and then, you show up. It's like, well, we have to talk about it. I have to confirm it. She's like, oh, okay. So we start going into it. You said that your gamer tag instead of your name. Answer your phone. No, I say my name, but I'm not going to... Dude, this is my YouTube channel. This is even on Twitch as well. Even on Discord as well. As far as the internet is concerned, I am the oh-so-glorious and belovable Mace Valor. Nothing more, nothing less. So I was telling her that, all that jazz. And then she sent me all the information, and then, I was like, okay, look. She sent me all the pictures of the stuff that they needed, and I overlooked all the paperwork that she sent me. And I was like, yeah, we don't do suspension rails. She's like, well, in the IKEA thing, it says you guys mount objects. And I'm like, you're correct, but that doesn't mean we do suspension rails. That's not covered in the IKEA stuff. That mounting is just to mount, whatever item to the wall that's touching the floor. That way it doesn't tip over. What you're asking for this floating TV stand type deal, that's a totally different ball game. That's not included. You do same day tasks? Absolutely, I do same day tasks, and that's what I was trying to do. Ignore me. Anyway, so it got to the point where I was telling her, I wrote her in chat, just so you know, you're gonna have to hire me. If you want me to have it lifted above the ground, IKEA only takes care of the assembly portion, not this floating suspension bullshit. I didn't say bullshit. They don't care the floating part of it. That you have to hire me out for. She's like, well, they didn't tell me that. And I'm like, you're right. And that's a problem that we have, that taskers like us have, because we have to be the ones to relay that information. But even if you look into the agreement of all the things that IKEA tasks that they provide and they don't provide, it's specifically listed in there. The guy at the show floor, he doesn't know any better. So, well, how much is it going to be to change it? How do we just change it over to mounting? I'm like, you don't change it over to mounting. You also hire me additionally to mount it. She's like, that seems really expensive. Now check this out. When I was working back in HVAC, I would go into clients' homes in big old gated communities, massive houses, fucking mansions and shit, dude. Like, we're talking people that could literally wipe their ass with $100 bill, crinkle it up, and flush it down the toilet. Like, we're talking fat stacks of money. We're talking houses that, like per square foot is worth more than I make in a year. Like, we're talking ridiculous. And these customers, they're rich for a reason. They're wealthy for a reason. They live in these houses for a reason. They know how to pinch their money. So, hey, no harm, no foul. I get it. You want to fucking be able to be rich and successful, you got to be able to pinch your pennies. Some of the most wealthy people in the world are also the most frugal. So I get it. But it used to be like, oh, everyone's got their own financial situation or whatever. But then over time, I realized a lot of times these people that are in these houses, these people that live in these big areas, can some of them be in a weird financial situation? Yeah, but fucking 99.9% of the time, that is not the case. They're just people that are trying to fucking screw people like me over for good labor. So no longer do I fucking shed a tear when I'm at any client's house for their financial situation. I don't dip down my price just because I feel bad for somebody. Because at the end of the day, I'm not going to nickel and dime them, but at the same time, though, I'm not going to I'm not going to walk away from good money, just because of their sob story. And that doesn't matter the situation. So this chick, I look on Google Maps, she lives in a fucking big-ass fucking house. And it's like, it's another one of those clients. It's just trying to get one over. It's like they want more for less. And it's like, I get the rationale. You want to fucking be thrifty and budget, but like, when it comes to fucking my labor and what I feel is deserving of my work, I'm going to negotiate things appropriately. So, she didn't like the fact that it was already going to be like $65 to assemble the thing, or actually more for her, because the TaskRabbit it's increased for the client. It was already going to be like $80 for her just to have it assembled, and then to hire me to mount it would be another $32, because it's not going to take long to mount it with the suspension rails. So that'd be like another $32. Well, actually with TaskRabbit, that'd be like another $36, $37. Yeah, though $37 on top. So she didn't want to pay over $100 to have this whole thing done. And it's like, she kept trying to go back and forth with me on it. It's like, well, can't we just hire you just for mounting, and then like you could do it that way? And it's like, it's IKEA furniture. IKEA furniture falls under the IKEA category. That's how it works. So I don't take anything less than that. I mean, some circumstances I do. Like, I think from now on with PAX units, I'm going to try to convince the client to go over to fucking hourly, because I've noticed lately that a lot of the PAX units I've been doing, it's not the unit itself that's hard, it's the environment in which we are trying to build it. I've noticed that lately. We're getting worse and worse places to assemble this shit, and it's fucking garbage. Making the job take like twice as long. Like, I used to be able to do packs with sliding doors in like 3.5 hours. Now, the last 2 times I did it, it took like fucking 6-7 hours. Just because of the place and etc. Long story short, the circumstances of the environment that we were working in forced it to take a lot longer than it should have. Anyway. Yeah, so, long story short, I forfeited that task for tomorrow. And it's like, let this be someone else's problem. I'm going to shoot it over to someone else who, what they're going to do is they're going to take it without blinking a fucking eye, and then they're going to end up making less than they really should. Because a lot of people aren't like me. Like, they're not going to notice, oh, fuck, the suspension rails, that's separate. They're just going to get the job, and they're going to go to it, and then they're going to be like, oh, shit, this is a lot more than I thought. What the fuck? Then they're going to get all pissed off. It's like, back with DoorDash, back with Postmates and all, and even Amazon Flex, like all these other gig economy things that I did, I understood the contract I was getting into. That's what pisses me off about Uber and Lyft and shit. And even the food delivery people is they want to bitch, moan, and fucking complain. But at the end of the day, they don't really look and learn about the platform that they're on and different ways to become more successful on that platform. I know with those other platforms, there's limitations, and so fortunately with me, there is wiggle room for negotiations and upselling and shit like that. Even though I wouldn't consider it upselling just to have the client book you for what is supposed to actually be done, I wouldn't consider that upselling. I would consider upselling going to a client's house and be like, oh, well, I've got to be here for an hour anyway. Is there anything else that you need me to do? And then you're there for an hour and a half, then you're there for 2 hours, and then, you turn a 1 hour job into 3. So, I mean, yeah, it sucks that my acceptance rating's been going down, so I'm not popping up outside of same day. So most of the jobs I've been getting lately are all same day, just because I'm picky with my jobs, but it is what it is. I think I'm good on gas. I think I'm just gonna head home. I was gonna stop and get gas, but I made it all the way here and I'm not even below E yet, so I'll just get gas tomorrow. That's what it's about, man. It's about being successful. It's about doing something. It's like, this is something that I thought I've always known about, but I wanted to talk with you guys today because I was thinking about it earlier. Just notice the world around you, okay? There's construction all around here, right? How often do you see people that go to these construction sites and they have nice ass fucking cars, or they have nice ass fucking trucks? Yeah, some of them may be beat up like this one, but a lot of times you see people that are doing these construction jobs and they're walking out of fucking Chargers and shit, or they're walking out of big F-150s with new paint job, suspension up, lifted. So I mean, these are the things that you got to open your eyes at. You go look at the CVS over there and count all the fucking brand new cars. I mean, guy on that motorcycle right over there, right? That's probably not his only vehicle. Most likely. He probably owns a car as well, maybe even a truck. Hell, even a trailer to pull that bad boy around. When he goes out of state, maybe he's going off to fucking Fresno in California on a big road trip or something. Or maybe he's going all the way over to Sturgis for the fucking rally and wants to fucking trailer his bike all the way out there. Who knows? But what I'm saying is, when you look around, you can focus on how bad your life is and how little money you're making. But if you fucking take a minute and just literally look around you, there's motherfucking money to be made. One way or another, there's money to be made. You can get out of the situation that you're in. You just have to find it. You have to find the method to push you out of there. Like me, for example, Shelter, my book. That's my fucking number one thing that's going to push me into a level of financial stability, right? I'm not going to say it's going to make me the richest motherfucker on the planet. No, but what it's going to do is the book will be out for sale, and it will provide a sense of residual income to increase my overall financial monthly financial situation, whatever. You know what I mean? I'm doing things in my life to set it up so that I have some form of recurring income. And that's what I'm telling you, man. There's ways and shit to do this, and you don't have to sit there and just do that one thing. Now, case in point, man, this is a harsh reality that a lot of people don't want to face. But the motherfuckers working in McDonald's, the motherfuckers that are over in these fucking apartment communities that do the landscaping and shit, like, these are jobs that need to be had. They don't pay a whole lot, right? Maybe for the companies, the fucking guy that owns that franchise, the guy that owns the landscaping company and all that stuff, but there needs to be employees. So not everyone in the world can go out and do things that are going to make them, the steady money on the back end. Not everyone in the world can do that, and it's a harsh reality because everyone thinks that they can be that one person. Hell, I think I can be that one person, and I'm striving to do it. I haven't had a whole lot of success in it, which is why I'm doing TaskRabbit now, But passive income is something to truly strive for. Have your money literally work for itself, and that way you can become financially independent. That's kind of like my push on on YouTube, my message to you guys is strive for financial independence. Strive for being able to find some source of passive income. I don't want to be working to the bone every fucking day. I want to be able to like chill at the house, play with my kids, you know, and shit like that, or take them to go do cool shit. And that's because my time is more valuable than anything else. Alright, here we go. Everyone kind of dipped, which is fine. Be like super quiet when I go in. All right. As always, Mace Fowler signing off.